Return to the guise you were meant to be in. Cloakard! I guess I wasn't able to tell him how I feel, after all. Card, originally created by Clo, abandon your old form and reincarnate under the name of your new master, Sakura! Sharon!
I'm glad that I made it in time. It looks like I had more magic power left than you did. You ended up using so many cards in the course of this one day, so I guess it makes sense.
But Sharon...
Even if this feeling that's important to me disappears, I'll feel this way about you again.
Sharon, no!
Don't cry. It's all right.
What? It's her. Sharon. It's okay if you don't have any more feelings for me. That doesn't matter to me at all, Sharon. But I'm in love with you, and I just wanted you to know that, that's all. You're the most important person to me in the whole wide world.
And you are mine. Sakura.
you take yours with milk?
No, I don't.
But you do, right, Shaoran?
Yeah.
I'll cut the cake while you serve the tea. Okay, I'll lend you a hand. Hey there! It's been a while, wouldn't you say? How you been holding up, huh?
You never change.
Huh? Did you just say something?
Nope, I didn't say a word.
Hi, Caro. Hi, Spinel. I brought you guys a snack. Hey, it's takoyaki! Yes, it's takoyaki!
What is this?
It's takoyaki. Ariel mentioned to me once before that you didn't really like sweets. This is for the two of you to share. You'd better not eat all of it, Caro. Takoyaki! I'm digging in. What's the matter? Aren't you hungry?
Are these round balls really not something sweet?
Yeah! Can't you smell the savory sauce on this baby? It's delicious! You said it is! I never would have guessed! The best thing is the octopus that's inside. Oh, I see. The octopus pieces are great. I had 2 octopus pieces. Oh, good one. Go ahead, have it.
No, I couldn't possibly eat it. You should be the one to.
Come on, don't be so shy.
It wouldn't be right.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I'd rather you have it.
No, it's all right.
I couldn't.
Eat it, please.
Since you insist, I will.
I changed my mind.
So you did really want to eat it, didn't you?
You're darn right I did. Now's my chance!
You can't eat it if we both let it fall to the ground.
I'm not picky, I'll just blow the dirt off.
So you see, the octopus inside takoyaki used to be a flying creature long ago.
There you go lying again.
It's true. They say that it used to spin its 8 legs really, really fast, and that's how it flew high in the air. Flying kites during New Year's originally started when someone tied a string to an octopus and controlled its flight.
Jeez, what a bunch of lies. I wish I never gave you a super ball that looked like takoyaki.
But it really is an unusual Super Ball, huh?
You're mine, takoyaki! Get out of my way!
believe this? A takoyaki super ball that turns into a real takoyaki.
Aren't you done telling lies yet?
But it's true. Here, take a look.
Hey! There it goes! Takoyaki! I don't think we're gonna be able to eat it now.
I guess you're right.
It's the octopus!
Can I have one order, mister?
You bet.
This is real takoyaki. What you have in your hand right now is a super ball.
I know it is, but it really was a piece of takoyaki a few minutes ago.
I was worried because you weren't in the room. Where did you go?
On an adventure that would make both the storyteller and the audience cry.
What? By the way, Dad bought some takoyaki. Did you want some more?
Huh?
But you're full, right?
What? What'd you say?
Don't eat too much and give yourself a stomachache, okay?
I'll dig it in!
I like eating sweets, but I like eating takoyaki too.
Well, I guess I'll eat him just one.
Keiki, chocolate, puding, zeti.
awaiting its end. At the end of this brutal battle, upon whom will the goddess of victory shine? The champ puts on the pressure. Makanouchi has nowhere to go. Makanouchi goes into the Dempsey roll. It's blocked. They hit simultaneously. Our right connects. This is a big chance for Makanouchi. He's down! To your neutral corner! 1, 2, 3!
I wonder what it's like to be strong. To be strong. I have to win to get the answer. If I win, I'll get the answer.
He's up! The champion grips the ropes to stand up! Will it continue? Will it come to an end? Is over! A new champion is born, and he is a 19-year-old boy named Ippo Makanouchi!
I did it! Mom, leave that there. I'll carry it out.
You will? Thanks. I'll lock up then.
Okay, let's go, Wompo! Good morning, Umezawa.
Huh? Come on, Ippo, I'll do that. You should be taking it easy.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm completely recovered from the fight.
Yeah, but still, you should be resting.
Hey there, champ. Are you up and about already? It's awful early.
I sure am. Thanks for asking. You know, sir, you don't have to call me champ. Why don't we just keep it the same as always?
Yeah, but you, my friend, are the bona fide Japanese featherweight champion.
That's right. I feel pretty good being the best friend to the champion. Hold your head high. You have a lot to be proud of.
But when I'm here working on the boat rentals like this, let's keep it the way it's been.
Come on, champ.
Yeah, we're gonna call you champ too, all right? You're number one!
Champ. It feels good to be called that. It's kind of embarrassing, too. And it still doesn't feel real. Champion, huh? Yeah!
Hey, is that new sportswear you're wearing?
Well, actually, I got it as a gift. Sure is nice to have new training gear. It makes me feel lighter. My steps feel faster. And I could keep running forever.
Hey, kid.
Yes, sir, Chief?
I should praise you for doing such a good job this time around. However, the work doesn't end when you become champion. You've gone from aiming for the belt to being aimed at for the belt. You understand what I'm trying to say? You see, kid, the real fight starts now, so you gotta stay on your toes.
I will. Why are you looking so serious?
Hey, Mr. Champion, you've gotta sing with us!
What? No thanks, I'm busy right now.
What
You
are you
guys
saying?
go ahead.
Are you trying to say my mic's not good enough for you?
Oh, yeah! See how stuck up he is since becoming champion?
Stop it, guys! You know that's not true!
So, Ippo, how does it feel?
Mr. Takamura!
So, Kimura, Aoki, what is it like to be overtaken by an underling? I don't understand how that might feel. I mean, here I am. At least I'm the champion of Japan.
Kumi, hi.
Everyone looks like they're having a great time.
Huh? Oh, is that what it looks like?
What was that? I'm afraid you'll have to speak up.
Nothing at all. But you'll see. We'll do it. When the time comes, we'll take care of it.
That's right. We'll do it. I'll take that belt for Tomiko's sake. Oh, isn't that sweet? What? Is it so wrong to want to win the title belt for the woman you love? Are you trying to act like a big shot? What a clown.
Okay, give up yet?
Let go!
Congratulations! Masaru!
He was having a bit of a scuffle with Kimura.
What are you doing to Masaru?
Knock it off, you thugs! Hey, I was just playing.
Tomiko!
No, it was Takamura.
What? Really?
Oh, don't worry. They'll be all right. Boxers are used to taking a beating.
Really? Do you think so? I'll still have a look at Kimura afterwards. Better to be safe than sorry, don't you think?
Oh, well, thanks for that.
So I get beat up for nada?
By the way,
Yes?
congratulations on becoming champion.
Huh?
Also, today is your birthday, so here.
This is for me?
I just hope you're really going to like it.
Oh, is it really for me?
Yes.
And you won't tell me to give it back later?
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, I know you wouldn't. Sorry. That's so nice. Oh, Kumi, thanks.
You can open it, you know.
Wow, a warm-up suit. It's great, Kumi. I'll wear it forever, even when it falls apart.
Wow, what a relief. I wasn't really sure if it was something that you would like or not.
What do you think? How do I look?
You look great.
This is great.
You're getting chummy over here. But I wonder what Kumi's oh-so-nice sweetheart of a psychotic big brother thinks about you becoming the champion.
Mashiba. Kumi is Mashiba's little sister. Any guy who wants anything to do with her has to face him. Has it really been 3 years? I was saved from bullies by Takamura, who then took me to his gym. And there I encountered boxing. And then I started wanting to know what it felt like to be strong, I thought I would find out once I became a boxer.
Try this. If you manage to grab 10 leaves, I'll teach you how to box.
Darn it. I soon learned how to catch the first leaf, but it was horribly difficult to get the second and third. Again. I did it over and over. I even felt like giving up along the way. I did it! I did it! Yeah! I caught him! Now I qualify, right, Mr. Takamura? Now you'll teach me to be a boxer?
Sure. I can't believe the squirt did it. Oh, well. Those were some pretty good jabs.
I wanted to be a boxer without a thought of anything else. It was the moment I changed my life. From being a victim to receiving someone's approval for the first time. The day I joined the gym, I sparred with Miyata. Neither of us had professional licenses at the time, but Miyata was tough. He was so incredibly tough, I was no match for him whatsoever. Huh? Miyata!
Long time no see.
Well, this is kind of fateful, isn't it? Actually, I was just thinking about you, believe it or not. It's almost like the powers that be put us here in the same place at the same time.
Huh? Hey, you're kind of freaking me out.
Huh?
I changed my usual route because I have something that I have to say to you.
Say to me?
You're a champion. How sweet it sounds to a guy like me who didn't even qualify for Rookie of the Year.
Hey, don't say that. You're number 3 in the OPBF. Hey, did you know that I'm actually below you in the rankings? And besides, I got this far trying to catch up to you. Ever since that fight.
Your first defense fight takes place next year at the championship tournament. Don't lose your belt, Makanouchi. You and I haven't been able to have our grudge match showdown yet.
I can't believe I've come this far. I definitely won't lose. I want a showdown with Miyata. I won't give the belt up to anyone.
Hey, Chief!
Yeah, what is it?
There's a call for you.
This is Kamigawa.
Hello, it's me, your best friend Neko.
I didn't know you were my best friend.
You're such a kidder.
So what do you want?
Actually, he's returned. He's back here in Japan.
Who?
Open up the monthly boxing fan from 2 months ago. Turn to page 94. Take a good hard look at the lower left-hand side.
Yeah? Huh?
Listen, now that he's back here, he'll definitely come to harass you.
I really owe you one, buddy.
Is something wrong, sir?
Hey, don't I look great?
Dunkichi Hama, a world-class trainer in Mexico.
In Mexico? So do you know him, sir?
Yeah, actually, I fought him myself when I was still boxing.
Really? Who won?
2 matches, 2 KOs. And Neko actually beat him 3 times.
You had KOs, huh? Both you and Mr. Nakota were tough fighters, weren't you, sir?
I don't know about that.
Huh?
Actually, it was more like trying to stay alive in the ring. The man is truly a gifted genius. He boxes like a swift swallow. I tell you, kid, this guy would move as gracefully and as skillfully as a swallow.
A swallow, huh?
Dunkichi Hama's Sunday Punch was called the Flying Swallow. It's a technique that can block both in-fighters and out-fighters.
Flying swallow? What kind of punch could that be?
However, there was a weak point to his genius. He was cursed with a weak jaw. A glass jaw. It happened one match. A lucky counterpunch shattered it. And the swallow's wings were finally clipped. Yeah, it's an old story.
That punch really hurt.
Hmm?
The story may be old, and it certainly is, but my jaw remembers your fist like yesterday.
It's Dunkichi.
Huh? The man in the photo. So the chief's the one who broke his jaw. Here you are.
You probably have an ulterior motive, don't you, kid?
Huh? But I'm just bringing you...
And don't treat me like an old fart, got it?
Yes, sir.
It's been a very long time, hasn't it?
I just wanted to stop by and say hello.
Well, that's very nice of you.
Even though I'm an old goat, when I found out I'd be fighting against you, my blood boiled.
Fighting?
As of this month, one of my excellent young boxers is ranked #1 in the featherweight division.
Yeah, one of your boxers?
That's right, a former junior featherweight champion. His name's Kazuki Sanada.
That's the Japanese junior featherweight champion who successfully defended his title 5 times.
You took on Sanada?
Yeah, he surrendered his belt and changed his category to featherweight. And the champion is obliged to take on the #1 ranked fighter in the championship tournament. In other words, son, you'll be fighting Kazuki Sanada, who's ranked #1 in the featherweight division.
Did you do this out of revenge?
Don't look at it like that. Back when I was actively competing, I looked forward to fighting you more than anyone else I knew. Now that we're too old to get in the ring ourselves, our disciples will fight in our places. We'll be able to continue our old rivalry just as though we had never left the ring.
You know, the kid and I are totally different types of boxers, Dunkichi.
That's right, but your fighting spirit lives on inside of him, which is good enough for me.
Well, you haven't been back in the country very long, have you? And I'm sure you haven't been with Sanada long either.
It's true we may not have had enough time together for me to call him my disciple, but I've got to tell you, he's an extremely fast learner. He's already mastered the Flying Swallow.
The Flying Swallow?
Well, I gotta go. See you around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll let you in on something. The Flying Swallow ain't the only thing he's learned from me. There's something else. A little move I like to call the Flying Swallow Turnover.
Flying Swallow Turnover?
I shouldn't be helping you like this, but there are 2 swallows in the ring. And if I were you, I'd keep my eye on the second swallow.
2 swallows? Left. I can throw a punch as he pulls back.
Keep your wits together. We're going again.
Huh.
So that's it?
Weird. I should have been able to dive in deep. This is it. This is the timing. He didn't fully withdraw his left. He changed course. A left hook. I get it. A punch that changes course is the Flying Swallow.
I see.
I did it just like the chief instructed, but I bet the real thing is much more impressive.
From the jab, to the hook, to the fake uppercut, which is really a jab with a whole abundant array of variations.
It's difficult for an outboxer to take counters. For in-fighter, it's different.
I can't dive in deep.
That's correct. In other words, this left punch will effectively crush the Dempsey roll.
Uh-huh. And what do you do about the right fist?
The Flying Swallow Turnover will have to consider using a right-handed counter for the kid. In other words, the right punch is for close-range fighting.
I wonder what it is. The Hook family? The Uppercut family? Or maybe... Huh?
It won't do us any good to think about a punch that we can't predict. For the time being, we'll do intensive training for the Sonata fight.
Yes, sir!
Fuji, what's the deal? How come Kinoshita Gym isn't doing interviews?
They're in the middle of developing a new blow to counterattack Makino Uchi. He has a new, exciting profile, and I'd like to get people excited about it, but...
How's Makino Uchi doing?
You know, he's carrying on as usual, like it's nothing.
To be honest, I'm really feeling the pressure. But Sonata's a man who's defended his title 5 whole times. This time it's my turn. I just happen to be the one holding the title. And my feelings towards this match haven't changed any. As always, I'll be prepared to enter the ring as a challenger.
I don't think he really understands what a defensive fight is like.
Are you serious? Kazuki Sonata, 5th-year student in Taito University Medical School. Only son to the director of Sonata General Hospital. Well, I should be able to find him there.
Come in, please.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sonata.
You must be the reporter from Boxing Fan magazine.
Please excuse me. My name is Imura. Would it be all right to ask you a few questions?
Usually they make an appointment. Well, you can ask me about anything you like, except for the secret punch I'm working on.
Well, I heard that there's some very high expectations of you here at the university. Many people feel your career as a medical doctor is practically a sure thing. Isn't that so?
Well, yes.
You have to admit, it's unusual. Why is someone like you, who's studying to be a doctor, spending his time boxing? Can you explain that?
Well, see, I respect my father a great deal, and believe the medical profession to be very respectable. However, I don't want to just blindly walk down the path that my parents want me to and become a doctor just to please them. At first, it was coincidence. A magazine had posted a recruiting advertisement, and I was always somewhat proficient at sports, so at first I went to punch the sandbag as stress relief, you know? I punched it hard.
And then what?
Well, I found out that I really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it. Go on.
And after about 6 months, they made me get up and spar, and I was beaten to a pulp.
Even the former champion was a rookie. You have to start somewhere.
I was so vexed. I did research. I researched just how to hit the jaw at a certain angle to produce a concussion, and how many punches I could get in while the opponent's lower body was in a state of paralysis, and the effects and longevity of a body blow that would delay recuperation. I tested each individually and learned to control my opponent.
I see you're approaching this very clinically.
However, it didn't unfold as calculated in the professional boxing ring. Just when I was assured of victory, they would get up again. I am also the same. I can't go on, but I do. Exchanging punches as I answered my own questions. I never felt my own will and strength as much as I do at this point in my life. And once I had learned the feeling of fulfillment of winning, I was really hooked.
So in order to achieve that feeling, you returned your title belt so that you would have the opportunity to fight Makino Uchi? But it's difficult to conquer the difference in power between the two classes.
And that is just what makes it so worthwhile. He certainly has overwhelming destructive power in his hands. However, I am studying to be a medical doctor. I not only possess the knowledge to heal, I also know how to use it to my advantage to break down the human body.
This guy isn't your average rich kid.
So he's a son of a doctor?
Yeah, that's what Fuji said.
That's unusual for a boxer.
Sonata General Hospital's one of the largest in the country.
Yeah, it's huge.
Now that you mention it, Tomiko said something about it. She said there was a handsome, young, charismatic, only son of a doctor who boxes.
Huh?
He's quite a hot topic among the nurses.
A handsome, young, charismatic, only son of a doctor who boxes? Sounds like a babe magnet.
You're right about that.
Tomiko said she's not really interested in him, but you know.
Setting Tomiko aside.
Setting her far aside, huh?
What'd you say?
If he's the hot topic among the nurses, then naturally...
You can be sure that Kumi's heard of him.
The idol of the nurses versus Ippo. I can't help but wonder who Kumi will cheer for, you know what I mean?
Don't sweat it, Ippo. I'm sure she'll cheer for you. Nothing to worry about. However, I can't guarantee what'll happen if you lose.
What?
Just try losing badly. Huh? Ippo, hey, you lose this match badly, you'll end up losing the girl and the title.
Hey, what are you saying? I mean, yeah, I could very well lose the belt, but Kumi's not my girlfriend, so it's not like I can lose her because I never even had her.
Are you still saying that crap, you little dork? I've never liked how you putter around. If you like her, tell her you like her. Be a man. Grow some cojones, will ya?
Well, I don't dislike her.
You don't dislike her, huh? Do you like her?
Well, if I had to choose between the two...
Stop puttering around, dork! Do I have to beat it into your head? Ha, 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 ha. Say it! Just tell her! Tell the sweet girl you love her! Do you want Sonata to take her away?
What? What does Sonata have to do with any of this?
Well, Takamura is being a little heavy-handed, but he definitely has a point there.
What?
At the moment, Ippo, you are the Japanese champion. Listen, you can hold your head up high and walk with real pride wherever you go. Now's a good time to do something about the girl.
I don't get it.
Tell her you love her.
But I'm busy. I've got a defense match coming up.
As long as you're champ, you'll always have a match coming up, so it's not an excuse. And besides, it would be hard to play it cool after losing the belt.
Tell her! Tell her! Tell her! Tell her! Hey, listen, you guys. Can't I just do this later?
You are so lame. I'll call her on the phone.
No! Please don't do that! Somebody stop him!
Tell her now! Tell her now!
This is hopeless.
Here you go, you little dork. I got you the phone.
These guys are having a big laugh, and it's at my expense. Okay, I'll do it. But I'll only do it on one condition.
Here you go.
What's going on? It's a 3-to-1 arm wrestling showdown.
I'm take part in the tournament. That wouldn't be fair, now would it, guys? Hey, Goto.
Okay, all I have to do is win.
Huh? He probably came up with arm wrestling because he has confidence in his arm strength. But Ippo doesn't know how strong Aoki's become from lifting all those boxes at the noodle shop. I'll start this.
I'm not gonna make this easy.
Look at those arms. Well, if I can't do it, maybe Aoki can.
What if I confessed my love to Kumi and she doesn't feel the same? Just the thought of it gives me the shivers. We're fine the way we are.
Come on, both of you relax. Good. All right now, fellas. Ready? Go!
One down.
He's a lot stronger than I thought.
Right, let me. Come and get it, Ippo!
So what do you think about that, Ippo? Go get him, Aoki.
I can't lose at any cost. I can't lose.
He won't know what hit him.
Ready, set, go!
His shoulder's dislocated. He's really strong.
Mr. Makanouchi is way tough.
And that's two.
Aoki lost easily. We miscalculated.
Next one.
Goto won't stand a chance against him.
Where's Goto?
I said next one. Huh?
All right, you ready?
Hey, this isn't what we agreed upon.
Goto had to back out due to a sudden nosebleed. I may not be up to the task, but thanks for the match in advance.
I must be crazy.
Takamura's in!
He's gonna kick Ippo's ass!
It's gonna be worth watching. Okay, we start the betting at $10.
I got 20 on Takamura.
I think Takamura's gonna mobilize him.
Takamura!
I can't believe they're making money on my agony.
Yeah, Takamura will kick
This is impossible to get out of now. But I'm up against Takamura.
Say, what's wrong?
This is too unreasonable. How can you look at me like that? Are you really having that much fun? Is it that much fun to tease people? Now you're really making me angry.
Come on, let's go! Hurry.
The heck I'm gonna lose. lose concentration, he'll take me in a second. I won't give up.
What?
I'm not done yet.
I'll beat him and break his arm, too.
I won't lose for anything.
I can't believe it. Look at that. Who the hell is that guy? I've never seen anything like that. Is there a rule for that? Looks like. I just won.
Justice did not prevail.
This is so good. I was practically starving.
Yeah, is it me or is it really hot in here? She came, but how do I tell her? And what if she doesn't feel the same way? I may never see that smile again. Come to think of it, when I was coming home from the gym, Aoki said,
I'll give you a good news tip from Tomiko. She says you've got a chance. A chance. A chance. A chance.
No, this is no time to be giddy. What am I gonna do now? Well, hey, look, it's snowing. Huh?
Huh? Is that Wompo?
He followed us.
Wompo! Ippo, let's take him to the park and play with him for a while in the snow. Come on, Wompo, let's go play.
Way to go, Wompo.
Here, Wompo. You're so cute.
This is wonderful. It all started because of Mr. Takamura's malice. But maybe it was a good opportunity. Maybe now I can tell her what I came to tell her. Hey, Kumi?
Yes?
I need to talk to you about something important.
What is it, Ippo?
Yeah? Well... Well, you see... I can't tell her!
What is it? I will be... listening with all of my heart. So tell me, what it is you have to say.
I'll tell her. I'll be honest, and I'll tell her I love her. I can do it now. Kumi, I need to tell you that... I have this match coming up, you know, and, I'd really like it if you were there to cheer me on. If you want to. Well,
I know about it. They're talking about it at the hospital. All the nurses said they're going to cheer for Mr. Sanada.
Does that mean you're gonna cheer for him too?
Mr. Sanada is such a wonderful person, and they've all invited me to come, so...
If that's the case, then... Well then, Kumi, I guess that's that.
That's that? Is that what you wanted to say? Do you want me to go and cheer for your opponent? Is that what you really want, Ippo?
You're under no obligation to cheer for me, so I don't know what else to say, Kumi.
Obligation?
I have no right to order you to cheer for me, so I'll just,
Obligation? just don't get it at all. Why? Why in the world would you have to phrase it like that?
Well, it's because I just think that, I think that you should cheer for whoever you want to cheer for.
All right, very well then. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Goodbye. He's clueless.
It wasn't supposed to be like this.
He got dumped? She lost patience with him?
Mm-hmm. I'm leaving.
Good idea.
Shh, come on, keep it down. Sure hope he doesn't catch cold.
It's getting cold. It's gonna be the coldest night of the year tonight. Man. Make some food. I said make some food. Hey, make some...
Why don't you feed yourself once in a while?
What'd you do that for?
All you men are jerks.
Look, he's completely absorbed.
Gosh, I guess we really did it to Ippo this time.
I'll try cheering him up, okay?
I don't think that'd be a good idea. Huh? Ippo has just lost the one thing that was important to him, and fighting's all he's got left. We should support him all we can so he can at least keep the title belt. Know what I mean?
That's what we were going to do from the start.
He plans to wait till it blows over.
He can't lose that, too.
I've got a match coming up, and those guys are messing with my mind. Still, I should have told her how I felt about her when I had the chance. I give up. I've got to focus on the fight. I've got to get past this next match.
All right, kid, you ready? Mm-hmm. Go! All right, very, very good.
That's the Flying Swallow. You can see that punch is difficult for a well-built opponent to dive into.
Is he gonna...
Yeah, knock him out. He pulled back. Hey, look, he predicted the counterattack. What intuition.
What the hell's the matter with you? Are you blind?
Huh?
There's a thing called palpation. It means to touch the patient's body to gauge their condition. To Sanada, the act of landing a punch comes very close to palpation. For him, it's not intuition. Things aren't what they seem.
He's pulling back again.
Watch very closely.
Wow, what the hell was he throwing from his right uppercut? Huh?
Since he fell down, we couldn't show you the second Flying Swallow, which I think you'd find very impressive.
So you deflect with the right guard to dive in, and that's the Chief's Flying Swallow countermeasure?
Kamigawa really knows what he's doing.
So
So you think Makunouchi is always like that?
Champ, give us a comment on your first title defense.
Look alive, kid. He's talking to you.
Oh, right.
Pressure sure doesn't seem to be part of his vocabulary.
I doubt he's the type who can put on an act. But you couldn't move well for your first defense fight, you know.
True.
Anyway, we'll know for sure tomorrow.
You know, the swallow turnover is likely a hook or an uppercut.
Yeah, right. I think so too. And did you notice his chest has gotten bigger since he was a junior featherweight?
Don't worry about that. There's nothing to fear. And your infighting peekaboo is perfectly suited for that. Above all else, the range is right up your alley. We're ready, kid. You got nothing to worry about. So, does that take a little weight off your shoulders?
I'm a little nervous, but nothing out of the ordinary. I'm in good condition. I feel good.
You should. You trained hard enough. Don't worry. You'll do fine.
Hey, what's up? What brings all you guys over here anyway?
Hey, look, it's the champ!
Oh, wow!
We're taking this to tomorrow's fight. You defend that belt, champ!
Yes, sir. I'll do what I can.
Me and the boss got you a little something. Enjoy.
Wow!
Red is definitely the color of the champion. After all, you're in the red corner now. That's your home.
Thank you so much, Mom. Umazawa.
Do you see the 12 stars? That's how many KOs you have. And I've got the 13th star all ready to go. I'm counting on another KO tomorrow.
You got it. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Thank you all. I won't disappoint you. Thank you. All of you.
Good luck!
Thanks!
See you tomorrow.
Sure, take it easy.
Doctor! Let's play!
What, now?
Tsugumi, Sanada has a match tomorrow. Don't give him a hard time. He'll play with you another time.
Aww!
Chief, a little time with the kid will help me relax. Really, it'll be all right.
Oh, okay, if you want to, thanks.
Yay! I hate you, Dad. Blah, blah.
Why, you...
Hey, you brat!
Take that!
Oh, I lost again.
You suck, Doctor. You're no good at this game, but in real life, you're a good fighter.
I'm not quite a doctor yet, Tsugumi, you know, but almost.
What? But you fixed my cold, you remember that, right? That makes you a doctor who can fix any kind of illness, isn't that right?
It was just a simple cold, Tsugumi, no big deal. However, there are things that I can't heal.
Huh?
Like the anxiety of illness.
Anxiety?
Listen, I actually want to heal anxiety as well as the illness itself. However, to get rid of the anxiety of illness, you need lots of courage, and to give others the courage they need to succeed, you need to be very strong as a human being yourself.
You are strong, Doctor. You even became the champion.
I hate to say this, especially to everyone I've fought, but I honestly don't think my strength has ever been put to the test. Was that a little difficult for you to understand? Let's play this thing.
Yeah.
That's right. I've never been put to the test. That's why I want to fight in a higher weight class. From a man who defeated Sendo, boasting overwhelming power, Ippo Makunouchi, the perfect man for the job. He'll put me to the test. If I defeat him, I can ascertain my own strength. And that's why I challenged him.
Oh, you got me again.
The reigning world champion!
Champion Red, huh? This'll be the first time I'll be coming out of the red corner. The belt Date wore. The belt I worked so hard to take from Sendo. If I lost it easily, he would be disappointed in me too. And I can't let it go like that. No, I can't let it go no matter what. Sanada was relaxed. I wonder why. Is he confident? Or is he... No. Don't think of anything unnecessary. Think only of winning. I will win. I will win. I will win! Okay. Here I go.
Don't you worry, I'll be there by the main event. I'll be cheering louder than anybody, so do your best.
I'm going to win by KO. No one's taking my title.
Yeah. He's really enthused about this. This'll really make it extra worthwhile to cheer for him. Ain't that right, Wampo?
I don't know about this one.
Huh?
I hate to put a damper on things, but I'm really worried about him this time. There's something wrong with Ippo. I'm his mom, I can tell.
You really think so?
Even though he hasn't said so, I see it in his behavior.
What do you mean by that?
Well, to put it bluntly, I'm afraid he might end up losing the fight.
Ippo Makanouchi enters the hall with the championship belt held up high as he faces his first defense of the title. He's wearing red shoes and trunks. 12 KO marks shine from his waist. Will he hang the 13th shining star from his waist later tonight?
What's wrong with you?
I thought he was all right, but unfortunately it looks like he's falling into the trap.
Sure does. Defending his title as champ is probably a lot tougher than he imagined.
He's finally realizing he has to defend his title, and it's hit him like a ton of bricks. Look here, kid.
Huh? Yes, sir?
Listen, kid, dodge the first hit. That'll alleviate your stiffness, allowing you to get into a rhythm. You understand?
Cornerman out!
I must dodge the first one. It's hopeless. I can't do it like this.
Fighters, come out to the center!
Not like this. Once the bell rings...
Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is finally underway. The fighters glare at each other from a distance, obviously sizing each other up.
He's too tense. He's stiff as a board.
Kamigawa, your boxer's going down.
I can't get hit by the first punch. I have to dodge it. Then I'll get my rhythm. I have to dodge it. Will it be a left or a right? Which? A left! I can dodge this.
There's a right! And the champ loses his balance in a big way!
Your kicking leg is glued to the mat. It's obvious you're stiff as a board.
He was completely tied on that. Can you believe it?
That had to really hurt.
Mentally as well, his brain is probably in a state of total panic.
What? Did I take a punch? I'm too confused to tell.
Sanada launches into an attack, and the champion is suddenly in trouble.
Damn it. Kid, get the hell off those ropes. He's making mincemeat out of you.
The right hit clean. It'll take you 5 seconds to recover.
All right! The champion's awesome uppercut! So close! If that had landed, this fight would be over!
Don't lose your cool,
That wasn't
Sanada!
close. He was fully aware of the kid's recovery time and he dodged it. The pace is his.
Yeah, the kid's starting out on the wrong foot, that's for sure. Come on, get your rhythm. Go on, hit the guy. Don't let him hit you.
He's acting so dignified. It's hard to tell who's champion right now.
Huh?
Remember your own boxing style. Box in your own style.
The champion begins to sway his body from side to side. He's getting ready to attack.
I took the title with my own boxing style, so I can be confident and go forward.
The champion charges in.
I'll dodge his left, and then we'll go head to head. Good. I dodged the left. His body's unguarded. This'll work.
A left cross.
Flying swallow.
Oh no! I forgot he had an ace up his sleeve. He's coming. Will it be straight or curved? A double hit. It's no good. I can't predict him whatsoever. I can't get his rhythm.
Chief, what's going on?
Well, to tell you the truth, Yagi, this is what I was afraid of. The kid took the title with true ability, but he isn't fully matured mentally as a champion. In his mind, the kid still thinks he's the challenger. He hasn't developed the confidence yet to believe in himself as a champion.
The challenger goes in again. The champion manages to evade him. But he is blocked. The challenger's fast, straight progress turns into an all-out assault. This is the Flying Swallow. He's moving like a swallow.
He's just as sharp as Don Kichi was in his prime.
He's more effective than I was. His reach is longer. Sonata is the ideal man to master the Flying Swallow.
He's using the peekaboo. It's a tough block to hit through. But you know, Makunouchi, if you stay balled up all the time, you can't protect the belt.
Sonata throws a right cross. And there is a bell ending round one. The opening scores are 10-9. The round obviously goes to the challenger.
The Flying Swallow is way more trouble than I ever thought.
He needs to turn this around or he'll lose his belt in this first fight.
Still, Sonata's not the type to go overboard no matter what the odds are. Doesn't look like he'll give him the chance to regroup.
Well, the kid took a beating that round. The Flying Swallow sure knocked him for a loop. Listen, you can't find a way out of this fix no matter how well you guard, so go forward and don't let the Flying Swallow distract you. You gotta fight this guy. Go after him. Otherwise, there's no change in the flow.
Yes, sir.
How's it going out there?
It's all right. Everything is going real well. Only that peekaboo block is giving me trouble. I can get in for some face hits, but he's doing a good job of protecting his body.
Never mind. Attack his guard with the Flying Swallow. If we can stiffen him up more, he'll lose flexibility. I doubt the great trainer Kamigawa will realize that the Flying Swallow is merely a sacrificial pawn. That maneuver is no more than a preparation leading up to the second Flying Swallow.
Cornerman out!
I must turn the tide. I can't allow myself to be dragged under like this.
Round two!
The champion charges in! He catches the challenger off guard!
He came to take back the lead by force. I'll stop him with the Flying Swallow.
The most powerful weapon I have.
The Dempsey roll.
Right on!
This will turn the tide.
I don't think so.
Sonata body slams Makunouchi! He stops it just as the Dempsey roll begins!
To stop the pendulum, just use a little force on its fulcrum. It looked rough, but Takeshi Sendo taught us the most rational way to stop it. The demystified punches are no longer fatal.
The fighters switch positions! The challenger regains his composure!
I have to say, Don Kichi's done a hell of a job with this kid. He never leaves any stones unturned. And all the pressure of this match is on the kid to defend his title. Throw your fist, kid! You gotta get aggressive if you want to turn the tide!
How could the Dempsey roll have been stopped so easily?
The champ again poises for the Dempsey roll!
I don't care if he stops once or twice. I won't give up on it. I refuse to give up on it.
The Flying Swallow
Dempsey roll with his body. At mid-range, it's the Flying Swallow.
The Dempsey roll is being completely blocked off.
The champ can't move! He's paralyzed by a random swallow attack!
I'm sorry, but I'll stop it as many times as it takes. The Dempsey roll is the most terrifying attack to me.
What are you doing out there, Evo?
Actually, he's hanging tough with him. He's a real trooper.
Huh?
If only he firms up his guard a little bit, Sonata won't be able to get in an effective hit. Then he'll lose patience and throw a wide punch for sure. That's gotta be it. That's what Ippo's waiting for.
Huh? It's Operation Turtle.
Damn, that Makanouchi is tough. At this rate, he's gonna have to back off to throw an effective hit.
There's a way.
Huh?
There's a definite way to get an effective hit in.
His rhythm, it changed. A right uppercut. Block it. Good, I blocked it. He's already in the next motion. It's a double right uppercut. It's okay. I can contain it with my current guard. I'll contain it and fight back.
There are two flying swallows in the ring. Watch out for the second swallow.
What the?
Surprise, Kamigawa? This is it. The swallow turnover.
How the hell did he do that? It's physically impossible to punch through a block. What does Don Kichi know that I don't?
This is the swallow turnover.
The champ's knees buckle. Is he going down?
Huh? No way. Not in my first match as champion. I won't fall that easily.
I jumbled his brains, and he's having a hard time moving his legs. He won't throw anything powerful. I can block and counterattack.
He knocks him back against the ropes, right through his guard. This destructive power is the champion's strongest feature.
Ippo, you gotta stop him!
Now can he reverse the situation in one fell swoop?
Now don't get in a tizzy. He only hit your raised gloves. He did no damage. Did it still have an effect? Those are some fists he's got.
I can feel their force amply right through the block. But what surprises me most is his recuperative power. He regrouped his lower body in less than 1 second. Is this his strength?
I can't gain anything by fighting on the defensive. I can't let Sonata throw a punch.
Hey, Chief, it looks like Ippo finally got warmed up.
He's putting too much into it. He's gotta pace himself, otherwise he's gonna run out of steam before the end of the round.
What power! I can't keep taking these punches forever. He's starting to roundhouse.
He uses the left hook to alter his stance, and it's the Flying Swallow! This punch assaults the champion repeatedly. Offense swaps with defense at dizzying speed. However, control still remains with the challenger.
He won't let me box my way whatsoever. I gotta get out of here. He's got me against the ropes. A right uppercut. The swallow turnover again. Good, I contained it. Here comes the second one. I'll contain that too.
I get what he's doing.
He's down! The champion's knees have hit the canvas!
To your neutral corner!
He won't get up. His brain was rocked up and down. The paralysis of his motor reflexes spread through his entire body. No matter how fast his recovery speed, it's next to impossible for him to get up again within 10 seconds. Victory is mine.
Less than 2 rounds and 20 seconds left to complete the job. Should be plenty of time.
Hey, get up, Ippo! Stand up, kid, and get yourself over here! Stand up! Come on! You can defeat the Swallow turnover! I'll teach
It's absurd.
I have to go back to the chief. I have to go back.
Huh.
I have to go back.
He's up! Sheer willpower brings the champ back to his feet!
What the hell keeps him going?
And there's the bell! We'll just have to wait and see what happens in the next round.
I can't blame you for the shock you're feeling right now. It's hard to believe, but he reacted to the voice of his corner man through all that. It's plain to see that the bonds between the kid and Kamigawa are the real deal.
That was a vertical uppercut.
A vertical uppercut?
The first blow is normally thrown with the back of the hand, aimed to upset the guard with impact. Naturally, even if you throw another the same way, it won't get through. That's when you do this.
Huh?
An 8-ounce glove measures almost 7 inches wide and almost 4 inches long.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Hammer must have come up with that idea while spending time in Mexico. So, what are you gonna do, Ken?
Kid, can you hear me, kid? Say something! Oh man, he's in no condition to comprehend anything right now.
Cornerman out!
There isn't enough time. What are you? Ow!
I'm going.
Huh? Kid, do you remember fighting a guy named Kenta Kabashi? He gave you a real hard time, kid. Do you remember how he fought you? Do you remember?
Round 3!
The champion stays in through sheer tenacity. He definitely needs to turn the tide in this round.
Looks like he couldn't recuperate, but I have no leeway either. I'm going in one swoop.
A flying swallow barrage! Is there nothing the champion can do?
I won't hold back.
Remember Kobashi, kid!
Kobashi. I have to remember.
The swallow turnover scores!
I can't get through. He blocked me again. How?
I remember how Kobashi fought. He repelled my punches no matter how hard I hit him.
It's the crossed arm block!
Yeah, keep your dukes up, kid!
This is a powerful defense! It even shuts out the swallow turnover!
Your opponent is rattled! Come on, let him have it, kid!
You can't turn the tide just by blocking a punch.
This is bad. I realize how effective the crossed arm defense is, but it makes it difficult to counterpunch.
That's true. He's got to use his legs.
The champion forges forward, taking bullets all the way!
The courage not to fear punches is the greatest strategy. I know the kid can do it.
I can't stop him with my left. If that's the case...
He throws a right hook!
Damn, look! Sonata's starting to throw his hook! At that rate, the crossed arm is nearly pointless!
No way, they're not pointless. They're at such close range, hooks can reach.
Peekaboo.
That there.
Okay, he's in range.
The champion throws a chop to the liver! The challenger returns fire! It's a violent rope side exchange! The champ throws a right hook and then a left! Stand back! In the third round, the champ's big guns explode!
Yes!
I was so absorbed, I couldn't feel the impact.
Can he stand? Or will his dream of conquering two classes end here?
Don't stay down!
Don't interfere.
Huh?
Calling out to him is only going to break his concentration.
I'm starting to recover from my bodily damages. All I'm left with is the shock to my temple. The nerves in my feet won't respond.
Is he down for the count?
Summon!
I'm okay.
Oh my! The challenger gets to his feet as though nothing happened!
He was just resting until the referee got to 8.
Now box!
I have to finish this.
The champion rushes into attack.
Persevere.
The challenger throws a swallow.
It's not very sharp. In that case...
That was close. I was completely saved by the bell. He's figured it out, how to deflect the swallow. He can now fling away the swallow turnover as well. What should I do?
A crossed arm block, huh? Kamigawa's really done it this time.
What should I do, Coach?
I'll teach you a strategy. I'm warning you, it involves something quite dangerous, but I know you can do it. You need to be at close range, extremely close range at that. You need to enter the eye of the typhoon.
The eye of the typhoon. Okay.
You've turned back the tide, kid. Go for the win in the next round and win your first defense title match against this guy.
Yes, I've got to defend my title. Right. Yes, sir. I'll do it, sir.
2 minutes have elapsed in round 4. The thrilling close-range fight continues. The champ seems to be slowing down. And he takes one in the breadbasket.
Sonata's shooting from the inside of Ippo's already compact punches.
If the kid wants to go for a knockdown, he's got to keep punching this guy. But believe me, I know, Sonata's not going to go down easy. Sonata's studying to be a doctor, so he knows just where to hit him.
It's only a matter of time now. He's got the kid right where he wants him.
This is bad. It's cyanosis. He can't get any air.
I can't breathe. This hurts. I'm taking a pounding. My legs won't move.
Difficulty breathing deeply and raging abdominal pain. And he's mentally alert, forced to experience it. That's why if I focus on his abs, he's gotta go down. He can't take much more of this.
I can't breathe. It hurts.
Come on, kid. Tolerate it. Don't go down. Stay focused.
Don't worry. Your hell will be over soon.
He's going for the head. He's trying to knock him out.
The swallow turnover scores a direct hit. Is this it for the champ? No, it's not a direct hit.
He's tenacious.
Yes, but that tenacity will leave him in a pile on the mat.
Ippo is outfought at infighting. He can hardly move his hands. This does not look good.
It's not just his hands, his whole body's been paralyzed.
Ippo's never taken that many hard hits to the stomach.
You're right. This is a new kind of pain for him. It's gotta be hard.
Makanouchi throws a punch out of pride, but Sonata evades it.
What incredible skills of concentration. Don Kichi sure picked a hell of a boxer. This guy's cool as a cucumber. He's powerful. His power's the real deal. This guy can even slip through the kid's heavy hits.
Another left to the body.
My abs feel like they're going to explode. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I gotta hang in there.
His eyes have lost their spark.
A straight right. He bends backwards like a willow.
It's hopeless. All I have to do is touch the canvas with my hand, and I can rest. I can rest.
He's down.
Gotcha.
Hold on!
Huh?
He's caught his arm on the rope. He's suspended in mid-fall. This champ is tenacious.
He's lucky he caught that rope.
It was instinct. He wrapped his arm around it without thinking. He makes very few mistakes, and he bounces back from the ones he does make.
I can hardly call him lucky.
Is this the coup de grace? The challenger launches an attack!
I could have rested if it hadn't been for the rope. I don't know how I'm standing. Sonata is tough. I was so naive to think that I could keep the belt from an opponent like him. What's so great about being champion anyway? What's so great about a first defense fight? Thinking I'd win my first defense fight was just arrogance on my part. I was full of myself. I wanted to find out what it meant to be strong. Well, there's somebody strong right in front of me.
Huh?
I am not giving up!
He has fire in his eyes again.
I will fight! Until the very end!
Round 4 is over! The champion makes a narrow escape!
I felt killer intent from the emptiest of punches. I'm greatly impressed by your strength of spirit. I respect it from the bottom of my heart.
Well, what do you think?
I hammered him carefully with body blows. If he hadn't been my opponent, it would have ended long ago. But I'm sure even he's at his limit.
Mm-hmm. You're right. I doubt he can move. He may still have the juice for one power blow left, no more. But treat it like a landmine. Just be careful not to step into it.
Yeah, you're right. Any more than this would just be a cruel display. I'll finish him off on the next round.
Good. Even in Mexico, I never met a boxer who responded so completely to my expectations. I still remember everything I learned from Kamigawa clearly. The tension, the sense of fulfillment, and the sense of loss. After the passage of ages, it looks like the time to repay that debt has finally come.
Don't say anything, kid. Just keep breathing deeply. Just rest, kid. You sure took a lot of hits in that round. You're gonna have to keep your mitts up, kid, and protect yourself. You have to stay confident out there. Don't lose your head. The second half will be the key. The kid knows I'm only saying it to console him. He definitely won't be able to shake the damage during this match. He'll probably give out in the next round. Kid, your only hope to hang in there and win this thing is to use your mind and stay focused.
I understand, Chief. The next round is as far as I can go. I don't know how much more I have to give, but as long as I'm still moving, I'll use everything I have. I must challenge him to the very end.
Huh? What is it, kid?
It's my legs.
Damn, his legs are going out on him.
Please slap me or hit me or do anything to take me out of it. Please, Chief, help me to get going again.
Okay. I'll give you a good slap on the back. That'll raise your spirits, kid.
All right, sir, do it.
I doubt a slap from an old man will revive you. But I gotta do something. Go get him! Here! Yeah, go!
What? He just hit him on the back! What's he doing?
That was a really loud slap. Did you hear that? Man, I bet you that hurt.
I'm going in.
Now the bell for round 5 has sounded. Champion Ippo Makunouchi is sent into the ring with a resounding slap from Chief Kamigawa. The question is, can he make a comeback? Or will challenger Kazuki Sonata proceed to claim the throne? This is going to be a riveting round.
The damage done to the boy is too great to recoup from in 1 minute. As long as he avoids stepping on the landmine, the win is ours.
Makunouchi can no longer move. I'll bring him down with the swallow turnover in one swoop. Huh?
champion moves in. He shrinks the distance between himself and the challenger in one rush.
What the? This guy's just not giving up. He's burned out, doesn't he know that?
I still have enough power. I can still punch!
His right scores a point-blank hit! This is powerful!
I don't need to know how many shots I have left. I'll just keep hitting until I can't.
That slap you gave him snapped him out of it.
Not really. I just jump-started him for a bit.
I feel like my heart could stop if I relaxed for even a second. Attack! Think only of the necessary and you'll forget your pain. Move your body without thinking of anything.
The challenger is pinned to the ropes. The champion unleashes an attack that defies his weakened physical condition. Korakuen Hall begins to fill with expectation.
The kid doesn't have his usual razor edge. Calm down, Sonata. He's completely unguarded.
I am observing him calmly. I am composed. The cyanosis is becoming apparent on his face, telling me that he's definitely at his limit. So why do I feel intimidated? It's a reckless rush. If I were him, I wouldn't have done this. I would conserve my moves and strength to take me to the next round.
Sonata's starting to feel the pressure. I can't blame him. This is no landmine he's stepped into. This is a kamikaze attack that puts honorable death before surrender.
However, even that is no more than the flicker of a dying flame.
All right! What power!
Damn. But don't lose your cool. Keep calm and make him remember his pain.
He returns a body blow!
He had his back against the wall and his concentration faded. He took it. What incredible concentration.
His right lands squarely! The champ's power is endless!
I've got to withstand it. This time it's my turn. This should be Makino Uchi's final attack. If I can withstand it, the flame will die out.
What is this? The Dempsey Roll! The champion is going in for the kill!
He's going to end his opponent's life in exchange for his own, using the single most exhaustive technique with the greatest destructive force.
I would have guessed he'd go into the Dempsey Roll.
This is my final attack!
Not good! Stepped in deep!
He stopped it! He shuts down the Dempsey Roll!
Our last hope.
Gone.
Go! Level him with one strike.
The liver! It's a chop to the liver!
He got in a good one. I can barely breathe. He took out 3 ribs.
The challenger is in agony! The champion hunches over! A gazelle punch! The challenger's head flies back!
This is the same strategy he used when he took the belt.
This guy's unstoppable.
The tide has turned! Here comes the Dempsey Roll!
Sonata, get out of there!
Don't let him get away! Take him down now!
Hold down! I can't keep this up forever!
I have to withstand it. He took every one of my attacks. Once I withstand this, he'll be too exhausted to move, and then I'll win.
I have no strength. My back and legs are giving out. I've used everything I have. If this doesn't knock him down, nothing will.
He stopped! No barrage of punches seems to be coming back!
I withstood them. I win. I defeated this powerful champion. What do you think of that, Ippo Makino? Makanouchi.
Finish him, Sonata! Push him and he'll fall!
Don't fall! The fight isn't over yet, kid! Hang in there until the bitter end!
I can barely move. My nerves are holding together by a thread. I can't fall. I haven't taken a punch. If I'm gonna fall over, I gotta throw one more punch. I'll fall after I land this.
No, he can't possibly move.
Knock him out! Finish him off and put him to bed! The kid's signature punch has been reduced to nothing!
Game over. I win. I withstood the power blows of Ippo Makanouchi. I out-hit this powerful champion. This victory surpasses all others. I am going to be the new champion!
The challenger has fallen! He kneels over without delivering his final blow!
Stop! Go to your corner!
The hall is in an uproar! The referee's checking on him. Remember, he did not fall as a result of the punch. Will he call a knockdown? Will he start the count? Determined that the challenger is unfit to continue. He's finally exhausted. Yet another comeback KO. Ippo Makanouchi successfully defends his title for the first time.
Makanouchi's fighting spirit shattered Sonata's pride. All that was left was his tenacity as a boxer. In a way, the part of Sonata that was most unlike him withstood the Dempsey roll. But
I can't believe he beat the guy.
I'm destroyed. That was a hell of a dangerous fight.
What's all the commotion? Is it okay now? If it's okay, I think I'll sit down.
You just won the match, kid. You should acknowledge their cheers.
What? Did you say I won?
That's right.
But the punch didn't connect. So, where is he?
Right over there.
Oh, man.
He also has tremendous fighting spirit. He showed tremendous tenacity. He's a brilliant boxer. Now get up, kid.
Oh. This is the hand. Back when I thought I couldn't go on, this hand prodded me onward, giving me the strength for another punch.
Hey, let go already! You did good.
Ippo! Huh? You retained the title! The belt is still yours to keep. You won!
That's right. I forgot that. The title belt. I completely forgot that I was champion. It doesn't seem real.
Huh? You fought your heart out, kid. You deserve that belt. Huh? Kid, hang on!
sorry I got a little cocky because I really thought I was withstanding the Dempsey role. Everything he threw at me hit me all at once in an instant. I was totally defeated.
What are you talking about? You'll win if you fight him again.
He's such an incredible boxer. I think it's time to hang up my gloves now.
You sure? You made up your mind?
You're seriously gonna hang up your gloves now?
I can't believe I got this far. But now it's time for me to focus on my medical career. I'll always be grateful to you. I wouldn't have been able to fight this far if it hadn't been for you.
You're a good man. And I pray you'll be a good doctor.
Thanks again.
It's an emergency. Ipo began snoring the moment he laid down.
What? Are you serious?
This is not good. He could suffer brain damage if he falls into too deep of a sleep. He won't let go of this.
What is it, Doctor?
Oh, nothing. He's all right. He should be fine. I believe he's merely in a deep sleep due to extreme fatigue.
That's a relief.
You know, Ipo made me realize something.
Huh?
He didn't let me take away his title belt in the ring. He's not going to let me take it away now.
What a dummy. It's not like we're gonna pry it away from him while he's comatose or something.
The kid came close to quitting many times, but he'd keep coming back. He'd rally as though something was right there prodding him on. And something, or rather somebody, was. That was me, his corner man. It explains his strength. I was right there fighting alongside him. If I had to explain why he quit, I'd have to say it was because he and I really didn't have the chance to bond that deeply. Sonata probably has no regrets. He has another dream. But I hope that in the future, when he looks back, he'll be proud. I don't want him to think of this as tripping over a small pebble, but rather charging in and attempting to climb a gigantic and formidable mountain.
So Hama is headed off to the U.S. this time around.
Yeah, he's looking for greener pastures. This guy will never get tired of boxing. We also have to go up another notch. You know, Neko, I think this kid can go all the way, as long as he stays focused.
Makanouchi has a very strong sense of responsibility. He'll be strong.
I think you're right.
Sonata and the others reminded me of something I almost forgot. That I'm the champ, and I have to defend my title. But until I find out what it means to be strong, I'll always feel like the challenger.
Catch anything?
No, nothing at all. Hi there. I can't believe Kumi's here. I thought she'd never want to see me again.
Congratulations, Ipo.
Huh?
I was there to watch you when you fought.
To cheer for Sonata with the hospital staff? It's okay, you can tell me the truth, Kumi.
I went alone. I remember you told me that I should cheer for whomever I wanted to cheer for.
Yeah, right.
So I did just what you said. I cheered for the person I wanted to.
Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much.
Now go on and tell her you love her.
Go for it. Give her a kiss.
You know, I'm feeling a little guilty. I mean, maybe we shouldn't be spying on him like this.
Does this mean we have way too much time on our hands?
Don't say that.
Hey! You've got a bite!
Huh?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Whoops, let's go. You think they saw us?
Oh, I feel so dirty.
Would you guys get out of here?
I can't say I'm over fond of this weather.
That's just the way it is round here, though, ain't it? Always gloomy. I'll tell you, it's enough to make a man feel like...
Hello there, top of the morning. Don't mind us, we just dropped by for a little chat with the Earl.
Who the hell might you be?
Me? Why? If you don't like my answer, what are you going to do about it? Oh my. Two guns, is it? How spiffing! But the advantage is mine in a close quarters fight. You see? Behind you!
Custard cream puffs. The filling was made from the eggs of our very own Phantom Hive chickens and is of the highest quality. Would be honored if you'd try one.
I suppose it's possible, if you go in for that sort of thing.
Oi, Sebastian, who are these blokes? Why the hell are they here?
My name's Charles Gray. It's a pleasure and all that.
And my name is Charles Phipps. A pleasure.
We're often known as the Double Charleses. I work for Her Majesty as part butler, part private secretary, based on what's called for.
A dinner party at the Phantom Hive Manor?
Yes, with a particular guest of honor. His name is Herr Georg von Siemens, a notable German gentleman and a distant relation of Her Majesty's. His interests include England's industry and popular literature. Her Majesty is of the opinion that you are uniquely suited to invite guests who will adequately entertain him.
But won't you find it rather disconcerting to be surrounded by complete strangers on his visit? I know I would be. Perhaps a personal reception from Her Majesty would suit better.
Refusing? Is that such a good idea? Her trust in you isn't so high at the moment. She harbors certain doubts about your report on the serial kidnappings. According to you, the perpetrator died and you subsequently disposed of the children you arrived too late to save. Somehow that account of the events doesn't read as entirely accurate. Her Majesty has some questions as to your reliability. If I were you, I would consider this a chance to repair the damage done to your relationship.
Of course. The honor would be mine.
I shall be attending. To make sure all goes smoothly, I assume that shan't be a problem.
No.
Very good, then we'll be on our way. We'll see ourselves out. You have a fortnight. I'm certain that should be enough.
You heard them, Sebastian. Let's get to work. I want you to find everything there is to know about this Siemens fellow, down to the very last detail.
Yes, my lord, straight away.
There was a lot of noise coming from the kitchen, and something tells me it was 'cause of you two.
He has good instincts. And yet...
You leave yourself open!
Disheveled clothes reflect a distracted mind. Remember that.
Where'd you get the needle?
A first-rate butler is prepared for any eventuality.
Thank you! That was right nice of you! Looks lovely!
Indeed it does.
There's another level to this. There must be. Her Majesty is clearly dropping a hint she wishes to test me again. I think we must assume she will be judging both my loyalty as her guard dog and my capability for the role. We shall have to be very careful how we handle this situation. One wrong move could lead to my utter ruin.
Another letter of rejection. What's this? The Earl Phantom Hive. It was early in the spring of 1889. The still hung in the air. At the time, I had a lowly ophthalmology practice in London, and a writing career one might generously call struggling. The truth of it is I'd only one book so far, and made barely a farthing from that. I had begun wondering if I ought to give up my ophthalmology clinic and take myself off to the country somewhere in search of greener pastures. That's when I received an invitation in the post. Yes, an invitation. That was how it all began. Unusual though it was, I had no way of knowing that letter. But the events that followed at the Phantom Hive estate would change my humdrum forever. I have no business in company like this. Pardon, I'm so terribly sorry.
The fault is ours. You really must look where you're going. Now do apologize, darling.
I'm sorry.
Not at all. Please allow me to make our introductions. I am the lowly branch manager of a trading company. My name is Lau. And this lady is my sister, Ran Mao. What is it you do, sir?
Oh, I'm an ophthalmologist, and I do a little writing from time to time.
Oh, do excuse me. We shall have to call you doctor then.
Oh, no, please. It's just ophthalmology. I've no idea what I'm doing at such a fancy party. None at all.
One can never tell with our dear Earl. He can be so finicky.
Oh, is he really that difficult to please? You have me worried now.
Fear not. If nothing else, you can rest assured that something interesting will happen at this party. I promise.
How else would you describe the Earl? What sort of person would you say he is?
How would I describe the Earl? He is extremely proud, and his face only seems to display two emotions, anger and disdain. There must be a story behind the eye patch he wears, but I'm afraid I cannot tell it.
I would appreciate it if you'd stop teasing my guests.
He's so young.
Surprising, isn't it, that a small child would bear such a large title?
We can do without the small, thank you. Hello and welcome. I would like to thank you all for coming to my little party. I'm the Earl of this fine estate, Ciel Phantom Hive. I know we shall have an excellent time. I look forward to greeting each of you once dinner begins, whether you are an acquaintance of long standing or somebody I'm meeting for the first time. I don't think I see our guest of honor.
He has not yet arrived. It seems the inclement weather has delayed him.
That's unfortunate. What do we do? I can't very well keep everybody waiting in the hall.
Pardon me, Master, but the guest of honor is here.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. Georg von Siemens at your service. Thank you for your kind invitation.
Hello. All set for a capital party, eh?
You've come a long way. I'm so happy you could make it. I am Ciel, Earl Phantom Hive. You must be hungry. Well, we've prepared a feast for you. It's placed out for conversation. If you will please accompany me this way.
Pardon me. I will announce those who remain. As I do, please proceed to the dining hall. First, we have a Mr. Patrick Phelps.
That's me.
Mr. Carl Woodley.
A pleasure to meet you all.
Mr. Grimsby Keene and Miss Irene Diaz.
goodness, the famous opera singer.
Mr. Lau and Miss Ranmao.
Well, we'll see you inside.
Why am I here? Why in the world am I here?
Would you care for a drink?
Very much, thanks. My, so handsome, and such a commanding presence, like a character Oscar Wilde would write. I suppose the best families would have the best servants.
Pardon me. May I sit next to you?
Oh, sure. Be my... Oh, my lord, please excuse me.
I hope the party is to your liking so far.
Yes, of course.
Please, Dr. Arthur, there's no need to stand.
Actually, my lord, it's only Arthur. I'm just an ophthalmologist. I'm not a surgeon or anything.
But it pleases me to address you that way, so why shouldn't I? Would you rather I not, Doctor?
Well, no, I don't mind. Whatever you like. My lord, do forgive me for being rude, but may I ask why you invited me today? I confess I find myself at a loss.
Simple, Doctor. I was reading your novel the other day and found it quite enjoyable. The one that appeared in Beaton's Christmas annual.
A minor magazine like Beaton's, read by a high-ranking noble like yourself?
My customers aren't noble. It behooves me to read a wide array of publications. Indeed, I even read Punch. But we were speaking of your work. Your protagonist was so full of wit, I found him quite appealing.
You did? Unfortunately, you may have been the only one who liked the book. It was such a dud, I don't intend to write another.
How could people fail to see its novelty? That doesn't say much for our country's sophistication, does it?
To be honest, I prefer to sell historical novels, but publishers hate the idea since they don't think they would sell, I guess.
Don't despair. You can always wait until you're famous and publish them then. Many authors trade on their reputations like that. People buy any rubbish with the right name attached.
Indeed. Well said, my lord. A lamentable state of affairs. We have that sort in our industry as well. So much dead weight, if you ask me. All they do is recite lines. True artistry is about so much more, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, of course. Just take your productions, with their detailed sets and sumptuous costuming.
Do you know how rare it is to find someone who understands? I say it would be an honor to stage a production with a discerning promoter such as yourself. Well, my lord, what say you?
Sounds capital. Someday, I'm sure.
I told you to desist! I won't stand for this anymore! Keep your hands off me!
But my dear, just look at how you're dressed. How is a man supposed to help himself, huh?
Goodness! Someone please stop him, he's out of control!
You should be ashamed of yourself, you cur!
How dare you speak to me like that, you stupid!
Please, this is a party. For the sake of the other guests, I ask you both to step away.
You disgusting old codger! I'll teach you to touch what doesn't belong to you!
Here we have a rare wine from the village of Bukhari in southeast Moldova. We do hope you'll all enjoy a glass with us this evening.
How stupendous! What is this vine tree?
And when did he arrange it?
Meine Gute, this sweet scent, as if we are in a field of Blumen.
It smells wonderful. I'll take a glass.
I will.
What for me? That was quite a dunking. Are you all right?
Another champagne tower? Really?
It worked beautifully the first time, my lord.
Yes, well, at any rate. Il semblait comme un garçon stable, mais un peu de l'alcool de cette façon fait, et pas très de l'apparence des choses, il est habituel.
He's speaking French?
Lorsqu'il essaie de boire sans capacité, sa contrôleur. Mais il n'est pas maîtresse et sa consommation. Il y a son imbécile, on en reparle des sentiments de d'autres.
Ah oui, comme ci, comme ça. Je suppose que le médecin considère que cette maladie particulière comme un casse perdu. Chut.
Oh dear. Our honored guest has fallen asleep.
Certainly looks that way.
Help him, Sebastian. He'll be more comfortable in his room, and I shall be turning in shortly as well.
You're leaving us for the night already, my lord?
Yes, I'm afraid so. It's bedtime for children like me. Do please enjoy the party for as long as you'd like.
A game of billiards, anyone?
That sounds nice. Lovely.
You're loath to be seen as a child until it's convenient.
Shut it, you.
Oh, I'm ruined. Who will bury me now? It's Herr von Siemens' room.
Probably woke up with a splitting headache and wants some water.
I don't want to go. The man was pawing all over me earlier.
I'll come with you.
Oh, you're worried about me, Sebastian? That's awfully kind of you.
No, actually, it's our guest I'm concerned about. He imbibed a bit more wine than generally advisable for a person. Herr von Siemens, you rang Winston.
Oh, you all right in there, sir? We heard a crash. Herr von Siemens!
What are you doing to that door? What's all the fuss about?
Stand back. I'll handle this.
Mr. Phelps, if I may. This man is dead.
But how can that be?
How awful! I heard screaming. What's all the commotion about? Herr von Siemens!
A chest wound. I would say the most likely cause of death is exsanguination.
We'd best not move anything until the yard arrives, yes?
Normally, yeah, but is it bloody hot in here to anyone else?
I did warm the room in advance of his arrival, but perhaps he was feeling chill.
It may be indelicate to say so, but at this temperature he'll decompose fast. Even if we put the fire out, it'll still be warm by the hearth.
Did he say decompose?
I agree. We ought to move him to a cool, dark place until an expert arrives to give him a thorough examination.
As you say, the cellar is likely the best place for him then. We shall move him there for the time being. Finney, fashion a stretcher.
I doubt we can expect the yard to arrive anytime soon. The storm is still raging. We're quite cut off from the rest of the world for now. It also seems likely that the murderer is still inside the manor.
With us!
Think for a moment, everyone. It's only logical that one of us is the perpetrator.
Wait, one of us, you say? That's positively absurd!
Total rubbish!
What would be the motive, though? Most of us have never even met before.
And does it seem strange to anybody else that the door was still locked when we arrived here?
You make a good point, my lady.
So it seems to me somebody entered the room through the window, bought time to escape by locking the door, and then quickly exited again the same way they entered.
Rain means mud. An intruder would most likely leave footprints if they came in from outside, besides which the window appears locked.
It seems the only explanation left to us is that the culprit locked the door from the hallway.
That would be impossible. None of the guests were ever actually supplied with keys to the rooms, you see. The doors were fitted with deadbolts. These allow each guest to lock his or her room from inside, but not out. No keys were distributed to anyone. As you can see, the fittings are broken, indicating the door was locked when I kicked it down. In other words...
We have a locked room murder on our hands.
That's preposterous. This isn't a mystery novel.
Or not a good one. I have to imagine that the solution would be far too obvious for today's discerning reader. Would you not agree, Dr. Arthur?
Indeed. That little trick would explain it all.
What now?
The needle and thread trick. It's simple enough, really. First, you fasten a threaded needle near the latch of a door. Next, you pass the thread underneath the door before exiting the room. Then all you need to do is close the door and carefully pull the thread to release the needle. It's so often used in mystery stories that it's become cliché. The killer probably isn't trying to copy a novel. It's just the only explanation that seems realistic in this case.
That is the locked room question, but it doesn't narrow the suspect pool.
That's true. The trick's so simple, anybody could be responsible.
Well, we certainly didn't do anything. You'll have to look elsewhere.
Not at me, I hope. After all, you are obviously the most likely suspect among us. You were fighting with him earlier, for goodness sake.
Oh, please, what does that have to do with anything? I wouldn't kill for such a trifle.
Gents, no need for shouting. Let's sit down and calmly sort out our alibis, shall we? The murder happened after he had retired to his room. We can narrow it down further to the time between when he rang for a servant and when they responded to his call. So where was everyone during that time?
Well, I know Irene and I were in the billiards room.
That's right.
Yes, I was there as well.
And so was I, along with Mr. Phelps. None of us left the room.
And the two of you, what were you doing at the time?
Us, my lord, we were drinking in the lounge together with Mr. Woodley. Grandma.
He's right. We were there until we heard the
Not quite everyone.
You'll pardon the question, my lord. Where were you at the time?
I was asleep in my bed.
Can you prove that?
No.
Goodness me. I suppose you've become a prime suspect, my lord, what with your lack of an alibi and all.
How did I end up here?
Honestly, what a ridiculous mess this has turned into. I must apologize, dear doctor. It seems their baseless suspicions of me have led to trouble for you, and for that I am most terribly sorry.
Oh. Would you be so good as to chain yourself to the Earl to prevent his moving about? I don't know about you, but I feel...
But not to stay in a room. Your chair to be slept in, however. So that is where I have installed him. I hope that's all right.
It's fine. It will be chilly out tonight. Take care not to let any of the fires go out. The host may be absent, but our guests deserve the best hospitality.
I quite understand, my young lord. Now, if you will forgive the liberty...
Shall we retire? It has been quite a night, hasn't it?
Oh, yes.
Well, I bid you both good night.
Such a storm. Are you asleep, Doctor?
Sorry. But do you wear a patch both night and day?
Yes.
I'm aware that this may be forward of me, but you should remove the patch and give your eye air when you sleep. Here, allow me.
Sorry, Doctor. I sustained this injury when I lost my family. I prefer it to remain covered.
Oh, I had no idea. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's this storm. It brings back memories. I haven't shared a bed with someone in a while. I think I can remember the last time, actually. It was another stormy night like this one. The thunder and lightning frightened me, so I crawled in my parents' bed. I was very young then. What are you doing?
Oh, dear Lord, I am so sorry. There are 10 kids in my family, see? And one of my brothers is about your age, so
Your brother, eh?
I'm not patronizing you or anything. I wouldn't dare.
Why don't we go to sleep? Good night, Doctor.
You too, my lord.
To work, then. Go out. The order. As I suspected. I see. Bard.
Oh, it's only you. You gave me a turn. Could have killed you.
I would like to review tomorrow's menus with you.
Right, sounds good. See you tomorrow then.
No. I meant that I want to go over them now.
I'm listening.
On this paper, you'll find menus for the next 3 days. Included is a list of components I've prepared. You will also find instructions as to heating.
Always like to be thorough, don't you? Anyway, I don't see why you couldn't have just told me all this tomorrow.
I'm confused. It's late. What's Sebastian doing here?
As for you, this storm will keep you out of the garden for a while. Starting tomorrow, you're in charge of replenishing the coke for the fires. You're to see to it in the morning, first thing. Understood?
Yes, sir!
Get some sleep. You'll have quite the busy day tomorrow, Chef. Good night.
Yeah.
Wait, Chef!
Yes. One moment. Sorry for the wait. What is it?
I apologize for waking you.
Sebastian! What brings you here? Oh, this time of night it can only mean one thing.
Please calm yourself. There's something I need you to do for me first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh, right. Certainly. That makes sense, too.
Please set this bird loose as soon as the sun rises. There's a letter attached to its leg. Remember, you must do this first thing. Understood?
Yes?
A word of advice? Don't be so keen to open your door at night without knowing who's waiting on the other side. You are a young woman, after all.
Absolutely, sir.
I can't sleep. A child's long lashes. He looks almost cute when he's sleeping. A bit more like a CL and a lot less like an Earl.
Doesn't he, though? That all changes as soon as those eyes open.
You... what? When did you get back here?
And why wasn't it sooner?
I didn't realize, my lord, you're awake.
Give me my pillow this instant.
A pillow?
Not just any pillow. You might call it a security blanket of sorts.
No, actually. I would just call it a comfortable pillow.
Is there anything else? A soothing lullaby?
Hush you! I have never asked you to sing to me, not once. That's enough of your fooling around for one night. You're a nuisance. Go back to your room. I'm sleeping now.
Our apologies, my lord. I shall do my duties immediately.
Already?
Doctor, you have been terribly inconvenienced. I am very sorry for that.
No worries. The poor Earl. He's truly only 13, eh? It must terrify him to be mixed up in something like this.
Oh, so then you don't believe him to be the murderer?
Not at all. I simply cannot imagine him doing anything so cold-blooded.
I must say I'm glad to hear it. Well, Doctor, I shall leave him in your hands. I'm sure you will look after him. Very well,
Please, I need you to wake up now.
Good morning, my lord.
Something is wrong. I don't know what, but I'm sure of it. It's long past time for Sebastian to wake me, but he hasn't come. It is unheard of.
If I may come in, Master. I apologize. My tardiness is inexcusable.
Tanaka, why are you here? Where's Sebastian?
What the devil is going on?
How dreadful.
Well, this is a shock I never would expect.
What will you tell the young master?
Master, we...
Sebastian.
Wait, Master! You don't want to go any farther!
Hand me!
Just listen to us!
Give the orders around here! That's quite enough. Quit this play acting. I can't imagine you're very comfortable lying there like that. You've had enough fun for one day, but the charade is over.
I'm so sorry.
Just stop this. I know you can hear me. I'm telling you to wake up. Damn it!
My lord!
This is an order. You will wake up immediately. You think you can ignore my orders? Who gave you permission to die? I won't allow it! Wake up at once!
Young master. Please stop. It's time to leave him be. He's gone now. Sebastian is dead.
Possible. Can't be. You're not dead. Sebastian. You can't be. I simply won't accept it. You hear me? You aren't allowed to die. You're supposed to be with me until the very end.
His body will start to decay if we leave him here. Perhaps we should move him sooner than later.
I agree.
My lord, come with
No, let me go! Don't leave me behind, Sebastian! Do you hear me? That's an order! An order! An order!
My lord, please!
The Earl couldn't have committed this murder. He was chained to you and locked away in his room when it happened. My, how the plot thickens.
Oh boy.
Never seen so much rain. Bengal doesn't get this much, even in monsoon season.
Indeed, Highness.
And we never even see a glimpse of the sun. We'll lose Vishnu's protection at this rate. I feel sure something is wrong. I don't like that we had to leave Ciel. Party or no, I'm worried about him.
All will be well, you'll see. You needn't worry. Lord Phantomhive has Sebastian, after all. He will look after his master.
Seems he's had a blow to the back of the head. It's possible someone struck him from behind while he was tending the fire.
And when that didn't finish him off, what did they do? Stabbed him in the chest with a poker to make doubly sure the deed was done.
Or he made different attacks without bothering to check the sign of life between. Two blows kill more shit than one. It's arithmetic.
No, I don't think so. I would wager that there were two separate attacks. Even if we assume that the blow to the back of the head wasn't enough to kill him, it's quite a switch to stab him in the front instead. Which is why I think...
There were two killers instead of one. Yes. Huh, that does make sense.
One killer or two, we can say this much. The attack shows no signs of hesitation or mercy. And whoever could kill that butler must have known a thing or two
He ain't
about...
even cold! But don't talk like that with the master right here! He don't need to be listening to that rubbish!
Finny! Sorry, he didn't mean no harm.
The boy does have a point, though. We should move the body. Might as well have this talk over a nice meal instead of a corpse.
Yes, I always think better on a full stomach.
Then it's settled. You servants clear that ghastly away. And when that's done, see to breakfast, won't you?
Those two have the right of it. Take Sebastian to the cellar. I apologize for losing control.
We don't blame you.
Not at all.
Tanaka. Sebastian won't be coming back. I shall need you to take his place as my butler. I leave management of the estate and servants in your hands. Take this pin. I'm returning it to you.
The Major Domo's pin. It brings back memories. But are you sure I'm qualified, sir? I'm no young buck anymore.
It's only until I find a replacement.
Very good, as you wish, my lord. I humbly accept this great responsibility. Now then, everyone, I'll need you to prepare the morning baths first thing. Mayrin, heat the water. Men, you will carry it up to the master's bathroom. Naturally, this is to be done after you have seen Sebastian.
Yes, sir.
Pardon, young master, but we really should see to your attire. The head of the Phantom Hives mustn't allow himself to be rattled by the death of a mere servant. It would be most unseemly, I'm afraid. I can tell you with the utmost certainty that the previous Earl would never have lost his composure over such a trifle as this.
I see you're going to be as strict as ever, old man. We're most fortunate Sebastian finished all the preparations in advance.
Yes, my stomach agrees with you. Let's eat, shall we?
Wait a moment, please. Who are we missing?
But I thought we were all present. Who hasn't joined us? Oh, of course, Mr. Phelps is absent.
Oh, he's so quiet, it's easy not to notice.
Overindulged last night, did you?
Maybe not. I just think, with what's happened so far, we should go check his rooms. Where was he sleeping?
He didn't want to be next to Herr von Siemens' room, so we moved him to my chambers.
Mr. Phelps! Mr. Phelps, if you're in there, please answer! It's locked. We'll need the...
Well, as my butler, Sebastian was the person in charge of the key. Only he knew where he kept it. Even I don't know where it is. And with him dead.
Best stand aside. Do you think we could hurry this up a bit? I'm still waiting on dessert.
Are you in here?
What is this?
Rigor mortis is set in. Time. He doesn't have any visible wounds like the others. These look like puncture marks on his neck. Maybe from a needle? This could be a poison.
Oh, I must say you have chambers, my lord.
You git! Rubbish through my property!
So you kept this little outfit, did you? Worn it yet?
I most certainly have not! Now, as I said, you!
How
My
lovely.
It sounds odd, but it's possible they were made by teeth.
On his neck.
They were to Lithonius vampire.
Yes. Have you read the book?
Surely you're not jealous he was killed by a vampire. Monstrous! This is the something exists.
Mr. Broke it during throws. Stopped one.
The clue, which probably needs the approximate time when Mr. Phelps passed away.
Yes. I think we all need to sit down together and sort some things out. Like the order in which these men were killed, and who could have been responsible.
That's a fine idea. Tanaka, show everyone to the drawing room.
I would be happy to, my lord.
Putting together everyone's accounts, we can say Herr von Siemens was killed first. That much is clear. The time of death was approximately 1:10. The second victim was Mr. Phelps, at approximately 2:38. Which just leaves Sebastian, who's the third and final victim.
Oh, really? The butler was the last to go.
Yes, confirmed.
That's right, it was confirmed by us. We all saw him last night.
Late last night. It was right around 2:50.
What could he possibly have wanted at that hour?
He wanted to go over some menus with me. And he told Finny to see the fireplaces they'd stoked.
And he instructed me to release a carrier owl, I suppose?
Carrier owl?
Pigeon would never be able to make it in this storm. An owl could, though. Sebastian never overlooked anything.
So what did the letter say?
I didn't read it. Wouldn't have been my place.
It's possible he was writing to the police about the murder.
That would make sense. The phones won't work in this storm.
If you'll just give me a moment, I'm creating a timeline based on the alibis supplied by everyone. Here it is. The only person who could have killed Herr von Siemens was Lord Phantomhive. Since Sebastian was the sole person with the keys to the Earl's chamber, he could have killed Mr. Felt. As for Sebastian, other than the Earl and myself, basically anybody could have killed him. In other words, this proves it was impossible for one perpetrator to have committed all the murders.
So, what happened? Who killed who?
It's clear to me. If no one could have done it alone, then obviously the most likely suspects are the people who arrived as a pair!
Trapped here with a murderer, then branded as criminals ourselves? Unacceptable!
Please, you must calm down, Grimsby.
Yes, calm yourself. And to make myself clear, I wasn't suggesting that the murders were done by a pair.
I've had enough! I refuse to be held here!
And where exactly will you go? Given the situation, I cannot allow you to go gallivanting about.
Lord Phantomhive, this entire mess is your...
My what?
You're doing... About you. Yes, that's it. You had this plan from the beginning. You're to do away with us all! As the Queen's mongrel!
Woodley. There is no need to begin frothing at the mouth. Now be a good boy and sit.
You presume to give me orders?
Please stop!
You're clearly in some discomfort. I'm very sorry. But on this estate, we are not in the habit of allowing people to strike our young master. Your station does not matter to us, nor your birth, nor your age. You will be shown no mercy. It's our rule. I hope you'll keep it in mind.
What's wrong with this bloody manor? Damn you.
But how did he do that? I never even saw him move.
Oh, that? It's the Japanese art of Bartitsu, I believe.
Sorry, Baritsu? Tell me more. This is such excellent material. B-A-R...
That will do. Thank you for your assistance. And as for you, Mr. Woodley, may I safely assume that we'll meet with no further defiance on your part? Now then, back to business. The only person with certainty is Dr. Arthur. Therefore, I believe the safest and fairest way to proceed is to allow him to determine our course of action.
Me, really? Are you sure?
I'm quite sure. Does everyone find that to be agreeable?
I believe so. Seems trustworthy enough.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent proposal.
Well, that's decided. I don't think we need to worry about this storm letting up anytime soon. So, let's make certain our investigation is thorough. Don't you agree, Doctor?
My lord, you...
Yes, what is it?
Never mind. Forget I said anything. I couldn't say it aloud. That he looked like a cruel imp enjoying the outcome of a trick he had played. Or a mischievous child reveling in a new game.
What will it be, then?
Oh, sorry?
We're all awaiting your orders. What shall we do?
Oh, okay. To begin with, I'd like to take a look at the cellar, if that's all right.
Certainly, but will you tell me why?
You said that Sebastian was the only one who had a key to your chambers. I would like to see if I can locate it. It's so spooky down here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a ghost.
Now don't joke like that! Ghosts and ghouls aren't real. I only believe in that which I could cut with my sword.
Then perhaps you would be so kind as to release my arm.
I was looking after you. I thought you might be frightened.
Here we are, if you're ready.
Let's go look, shall we? Here we are. These are Sebastian's quarters.
More spacious than I would have expected.
He might have been a servant, but he was a high-ranking one.
What do you think? Do the two of you have any ideas as to where Sebastian might have hidden a key in here?
Can't say I do. We've never been in here before.
I can't be much help either. I've only been here twice since I gave him the room.
Let's check anywhere that looks like it might be a decent place to stow valuables.
The housing of these cats! Look at this one, I think he likes me! Step back! Get it away from me! My allergies! What's that?
I haven't come across a single personal item in here. So where is he originally from, anyway?
Dunno. He wasn't exactly the kind of guy you got chummy with. All I knew is that he was better at his job than anyone I'd ever seen. Perfect butler in every way you could think of.
I don't know nothing either. Suppose the young master might, though.
No, I don't actually. I'm as much in the dark as any of you. I don't know where he came from, what he'd done, or who he'd served. Nor was I interested to, for that matter. I simply didn't care. I would have accepted anyone at that time, provided they be loyal to me and help me to achieve my goals.
And those would be?
I think it's about time to admit defeat. We aren't going to find it in here.
Then the tour continues. Where to next?
Pardon me, everyone. We've been searching for the key to the Earl's chamber, as you know. I would like your permission to look through your rooms and belongings. Would that be all right? Naturally, the ladies will check each other's things, so propriety won't be an issue.
That sounds suitable. I don't object.
Go right ahead.
Just do as you like.
Any luck?
I'm afraid not.
Oh my goodness, I really must be more careful with that.
He gave the game up yesterday when he got so protective of you. Right surprised I was.
I dare say he did. I am 12 years his elder, so we don't like to tell people. I'm sure you understand it's a trifle embarrassing.
12? No, you must be joking. You don't look it at all.
Oh my, you are too kind.
Stage performers must know every anti-aging trick in the book. Hello? What's this? No. Surely not blood.
That's not how those are intended to be worn!
Miss Red Mao, what mischief are you up to? Oh, I'm coming.
Well, that was an exercise in futility.
We may have to assume that Sebastian hid it someplace other than the manor.
Yes, that could be. Or maybe the murderer just threw it out the window. Given its small size and this storm, it's a fair bet we'll never find it.
Oh, look. Please, let me go out and look for it.
I would be happy to look as well.
At this point, we need any clue we can lay our hands on. Still, I can't ask
Master, just let me do whatever I can to help. I'm not real bright, so I can't use my head to help solve the murders, but I can do other things. And if finding the key will help even a little bit, well, then I want the chance to try.
You lot can't just run up! Sorry, my lord, please excuse me.
I think I'm going to start by looking in the garden.
Right, sounds good.
What are you lackwits thinking? No chance of finding it in this weather. Get back inside. We don't even know for certain the key's out here.
But we don't know it isn't either.
Go back. You'll freeze to death out here. It just ain't worth it, okay?
Not worth it? How can you say that? None of us would be here right now if it wasn't for Sebastian. Before this, we didn't have anything. No home, no friends, no freedom. Remember, The young master and Sebastian took us in and gave us all those things. And I will never see Sebastian again. He's gone forever.
Enough! Quit crying, Finny! Crying isn't going to bring him back!
All right, you two, listen up. I said listen! What did Sebastian hire us for? We guard the house and the master. Those are our primary duties. Don't forget, we can't waste time on some wild goose chase. Remember when they first brought us here? We were a lot different then. Didn't know how to do anything but kill. But we've learned a thing or two, eh? Sebastian could have done everything on his own. He didn't need our help taking care of the manor. So why do you think he spent his time teaching a bunch of gits like us? It was so that if something happened to him, the master would still have people around who could take care of things. There's just one place we should be right now, and it's not out in the rain.
Indeed. Well spoken.
Tanaka.
And do you know what Sebastian would say if he were here right now? I think he would say that a Phantom Hive servant who can't handle a minor crisis like a triple murder isn't worth his salt.
Right.
Hold on, where are you going?
Easy now. I just need to fetch my supplies. I'm on a deadline with this script. I'll return shortly.
Please wait a moment. Since we don't know who committed the murders, it's safest for all of us if no one goes off on his own right now.
I wholeheartedly agree. Dr. Arthur's way ensures the killer can't strike again, if he is among us.
What do you mean by that?
Well, precisely what I said. I thought it was fairly clear.
We've been all over the manor. Where else could the killer be?
If it's not one of us, he could be outside, couldn't he?
I'm afraid that wouldn't explain how he could come and go at will from locked rooms, or how he can wander about the manor without leaving muddy footprints behind.
We can't write something off just because we can't explain it. There could be a 13th man at the heart of this crime.
No, that's preposterous. Absolutely impossible. Stop wasting our time.
I think not. On the contrary, my good man, in this world it is the absolutes which are impossible. At this very moment, there could be someone lurking around the manor ready to overturn all of your absolutes, waiting in the shadows for the chance to kill us all. Why, he could be biding his time just on the other side of that door.
Simply ridiculous. I don't know who would believe such utter poppycock.
Master! We've apprehended a suspect! Come on then, get him in here!
You mean there really is a 13th man? Where has he been hiding?
Quite unexpected.
Wait, who is this man? Is he really our killer?
And so you reveal yourself at last, you denizen of the shadows, doer of dastardly deeds. I must admit, even I'm a bit surprised. So, who are you anyway?
This routine again.
I believe the Earl can tell you.
Been a while, Jeremy. How are you?
Another surprise. You know this old fellow, my lord?
Old, is it?
Yes, indeed I do. This man is the Vicar Jeremy Rathbun. A beloved counselor in his local church, he's become rather well known for his good deeds.
Do call me Jeremy. No need to stand on ceremony with me.